Hello, technical issues. Welcome to
Hi.
Technical Issues, the podcast.
Yeah.
Every
We
Monday
have,
we
we have technical
yeah,
issues and then we don't do the podcast.
it's very
Little
true.
girl on bed.
Yeah.
Hey, where are we?
We're
We're
in
live
Pripyat.
now though. Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Wardcast.
Let me just switch that over.
Yay!
Yeah, we're here. Hello.
Wait, are we actually casting right now?
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
Live, bitch.
We're live on the interwebs.
I need some sort of background, so I put Chernobyl.
I don't belong here.
Wow. Background music for the podcast. Don't get us
Oh no, a
flagged.
background here to make my face a little bit brighter.
Oh, okay.
So I have like the satellite image of Pripyat.
I see. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion, updates at the Ward, and more. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Giaz Rich and Alec Funnel.
Hi.
Hello. It's been so long.
Are we
gonna
prepared?
remember how to do this? We are very underprepared. Just know this.
Hi.
I don't know how the news is gonna go.
so-
I don't know anything.
We're so underprepared that I didn't even know we were starting and I haven't peed yet. So I'm gonna be dancing for the next 3 hours.
It's not gonna be that long. It's gotta be a shorter one this time. But yeah, hello everybody. It's been a little while. We took a little bit of a break due to a wide variety of reasons. COVID.
Yeah.
Primarily because my PC shit the bed. You know, it tends to do that every once in a while. Every couple years, it's just dead. But yeah, between that and working on episode 13, that was my focus for a while, and that kind of it made the backlog bigger and bigger, and it kind of got out of control, and we fell very far behind. I saw you smirking at that, you fuck. But yeah, we're back finally. We did it. Hello.
Backstreet.
I'm seeing comments. Are you seeing comments?
Yeah, there's comments, but it's just shattered.
Is there? Can I say? Wow.
Hi, Shatter.
Hi, you mean Michael? Hi, Michael. Hello.
He doesn't want his name exposed.
I will fucking. Yes, he does.
He does not.
Does he? I don't know.
No.
It was my understanding that he wanted people to stop calling him Shattered because that's why he changed his name to something that's not Shattered. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, so we released episode 13. Really proud of that, how that came out. Reception was really good. Delays ensued afterwards, which sucks. But I've been working on other stuff as well. Yeah. But lots of delays to get to this point. Did you switch your camera?
No.
I see your name, you fuck.
Oh shit! I forgot to switch that back. Sorry.
God damn it.
I am
Chris.
Chris.
I don't know how to write canoe. I wrote Coney.
Coney Canoe. But yeah, so after you see this episode, you'll notice kind of a barrage of podcast episodes that'll follow this one. This is kind of going to be like a glimpse into the future of the podcast first. You'll see this episode 145 first, and then you'll see episodes 117 through 144.
Told you, he doesn't like it when you say his name.
Which it's too late. It's out there.
He calls you Alex all the time.
He always gets upset when you don't call him when you call him Shattered. So I was trying to do the right thing. I'm just going to call him person number one.
Live podcast.
Yes. Yeah. So yes, episodes 117 and 1 through 144 will have already been recorded, and those are going to follow this podcast until we get caught up to the current episode. But I wanted to record and release the newest episode so that we can kind of give you guys an update as to what's been going on, and just to explain, why you're going to be seeing a whole bunch of podcasts popping up out of nowhere. It's going to be like the bulk of content probably for a couple of weeks, just because I want to get us caught up and up to date and ready to go. We got a new format on the podcast, as you can see. That's also going to be a learning experience because it's new software. And
we're learning.
What?
We're learning.
We are learning new technologies to make things more better good. As Brandon would say. Yeah. So we're experimenting with the podcast, working on lots of machinima stuff, trying to get caught up with the podcast. Lots of things to do, but we're working on it. And this is step one. We are here. We are alive and kicking. See, he said, just call me Michael. He just said it.
Where? I didn't hear him.
No. Why is he on a Wardcast, you bitch?
I don't speak English.
So yeah, we'll have a revamped podcast. I plan on doing more focused Resident Evil content because I hate how disenchanted I come across when it comes to Resident Evil content in general. Every time something comes out, I bitch about it, and it seems like I hate that. Like, I hate Resident Evil. I feel like that's the image that I'm projecting out into the universe, and I don't like that because I do like Resident Evil. It's not my fault that all the Resident Evil shit coming out is garbage. Okay, I'm just putting that out there, but to it's kind of inspired me to kind of revisit Resident Evil in general, and I want to do like all kinds of different Resident Evil content, like just kind of going back and revisiting old games, doing let's plays of the old games, just kind of talking about the history and the future and like the current state of Resident Evil. I want to go and I want to have like a deep dive conversation about the new Resident Evil movie as well. So yeah, I want to talk a lot about Resident Evil. There's going to be positive stuff on there and negative stuff on there, but yeah, I just want to kind of reinvest myself in that. So there's going to be more of that kind of stuff going on here. But yeah, there's going to be that. I want to roll out a new content schedule that I've been talking about for a while. I want to get that done as soon as possible. So you'll see more machinima, more let's plays, just more like broader content for you guys, so that I can be more consistent and just give more variety, maybe appeal to a wider audience rather than just machinima and just podcast people. But yeah, I want to draw more people into our content, and I have plans to do so. It'll be great. But yes, things are in motion. We are back. Hello, everybody. Jazz, welcome. How are you? How is your life?
Hi. I'm almost out of beer, so I might have to get up in a sec. I just thought I'd let you know that.
Thank you.
Are you asking me how my life is?
I was going to say your week, but how have your months been?
Well, conveniently, I have bad memory issues, so I'm not going to spend 2 hours explaining how my last months went because I don't know. I guess they've been okay.
Great.
Did you catch the COVID?
No, I did not.
Damn it.
Actually, not that I know. I don't know. I'm always headachy, stuffy, and sneezing like an idiot, and I catch colds left and right. So I can't say I've gone to get tested because, yeah.
I just want to say, fuck you, Michael. I don't hate everything, okay? I just hate most things. But that's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. Make better things.
Now you hate Michael.
Yeah, don't get on my shit list.
Does he work for Capcom?
I want to like things. Just make things for me to like. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Okay. I don't like your week, Jazz. It's stupid.
Oh, that's fine. I don't either. Sunday,
okay.
So just a heads up why I'm all bouncy and like energized is because I'm on like this really geeky high. I'm watching a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons stuff, so I'm all like
I don't know how we're gonna the whole thing's new to us as far as like going live and addressing comments, so I'm not really sure how we're gonna address comments, but we'll try to answer your guys' questions as they come up, but I don't want to interrupt people like I just did to Jazz. But yeah, so if I don't answer your 1 second, if I don't answer your question immediately, just hang tight and I'll get to it as soon as I can.
I was gonna say if we don't answer your question immediately, it's because we don't want to.
Oh, there's that. If
we're ignoring you, it's probably a good reason, but we'll do it anyway. So
wow.
Just kidding.
How about we do read your live comments towards the end?
Oh, but then we gotta go and recap and read through the comments.
We gotta
that
read.
Sounds like a lot.
I don't
sounds like a lot of work.
I'll do it for fuck's sake. Jazz,
Okay. That's your job.
I'm trying to remember like some games that I played in the past that I could, I guess, go over, but again, don't remember. Did we played PUBG?
Oh wow, some things never change.
Yeah, new stuff. Actually, for the first time in ever, I played Minecraft with Shayla yesterday. Actually, just yesterday, we played for like 5 hours straight, which was pretty cool.
Hey, we played Man of Medan 3.
We did, and 2, because I don't know when the last time we uploaded a podcast was. We finished the trilogy of Man of Medan, and yeah, it just gets shitty with every new game, I think.
Yeah, it's getting
Um,
worse and worse as they go, unfortunately.
there's, I guess, retaliation for the first game where I shot you in that locker. So Sean decided to just throw me off a cliff. Like the only thing I liked about the game, Sean's like, bye. Yeah, that was
Somebody
fun.
had to do it.
Yeah, it's okay. You killed the same character like 4 times. No, we mean Man of Medan.
Part 3.
Part 3. Man of Medan
Say the
3.
name right, okay?
So it was Man of Dick, House of Little Ho, and House of Asses were the 3 games that we played.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was fun. I played. I swear to God, I played another game and I was like, oh, I'm gonna talk about it. It's so exciting and stuff. Oh, Strange Brigade. I started. You get my live fuck ups. I started playing Strange Brigade and that was a lot of fun. That seems like a game that we would have fun playing. I played a little bit with Michael Shatterson.
Nice. Nice
Yeah,
compromise.
yeah, I'm mixing the names now. And other than that, I've just been working a lot and doing things and apparently setting up for Christmas, which is probably what you heard me say the last time you saw a podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the
yeah.
first one I edited that were like backlogged is
It
the
was a
Christmas
Christmas
episode.
one, yeah,
So
that's right.
it's been a year since everybody watched the Wardcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been working on Machinima.
Oh,
Duh, that's an important thing.
What's
Um,
a
machinima?
little bit.
all the main projects have been kind of on hold for now, for several reasons that I don't want to get into. But you're pointing at me.
Okay.
Shut up, Alec. uh,
With the new
and
format, there should be no mispointing at people. You could see it.
no, he meant to. He meant to
Oh.
point at me. And I've got like a new one starting, kind of like the Jody project. You know, it's like short episode that I can eventually make more of. So that's in the works. And I've been doing some music video stuff. Yeah. And I've just mostly been doing a lot of writing, so I don't know what is more focused. I'm all over the place. And yeah, that's gonna be my recap for the moment because I had notes somewhere and I don't know where they went. So I guess I don't have them.
Professional.
Great.
You know what? I didn't even have time to go pee. I was not prepared.
You had like an hour.
Yeah, but I was doing government stuff.
We start like normal. We started like an hour and a half late.
Just
I was busy Google mapping Chernobyl. And then you were like, "Welcome to the Wordcast. Every Monday we bring you the latest in video." Like,
Because there were technical difficulties and the moment struck, we had to go or it was never going to start.
True. Yep, that was my week. Are we still doing show and tell?
yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? I got some things.
I've had so many show and tells lined up, and now I have none of them with me except for one.
That's all
So
you need.
I don't know where they all went.
Hey, show and tell. Hey, show and tell.
So they're probably in my room, but that's fine. So I'm gonna put it on the pencil just so I don't have to hold it awkwardly. Beth went to do some ceramic painting or whatever with her sister and somebody else, I think. Don't know. And she brought me back this little penguin here.
Aww.
She painted my name on him.
Why does it say jizz?
You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh,
You ruined it.
I'm sorry.
You ruined it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So this little penguin is my friend. I was gonna make you one, but now you can get fucked.
Is it going to say jizz on it too?
No, it's gonna say get fucked.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna like break it and then send it to you. Yeah, so he's really cool and he came out of nowhere. And yeah, I don't have anything else with me here right now. I have Reboot. I can show and tell Reboot. It's a new show.
Yeah, just came out in the 90s.
Just came out in the 90s. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the extent of my me thing.
All right, we'll do a couple comments. Sasha Kennedy said, "Do you guys think you would do anything like you did with RE4 again?" I'm assuming machinima wise.
Hate it. Yes.
And yeah, I've talked about this before. We're going to be doing season 2 of Duel, which will be very similar, and I'll probably revisit RE4 in some capacity, like maybe like I'll be doing like holiday episodes here and there maybe, or I want to do something with Ada's stuff. I recently found that I could do HD cutscenes for Ada's campaign. I was going to initially use all of Ada's stuff in the main show, but I took all that out when everything went over to HD because it looked weird going back and forth between the low res cutscenes and the HD cutscenes. It just didn't look right, so I removed all her content. And then recently, I found that I could get like HD versions of that, so I'll probably do something with that. And then there's obviously going to be the HD versions of the entire show that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, there's more stuff coming down the road in terms of Resident Evil 4 stuff, and just Resident Evil like Days of Our Lives stuff. And Ethereal Curse or Michael, he asked,
Michael Petterton.
where can I buy a cool ward cap at? Hey Alec, where can you get cool the ward merchandise?
I mean, it's your website. You should tell everyone. It's the ward.com/store.
You don't even know the website.
I'll sell you mine on eBay for $70.
It's the-ward.com.
So then why did you ask me, you dick?
Because I thought you knew. I gave you too much credit. Yeah.
Wow.
I wanted you to feel important.
I'm never important to anyone. Not even myself.
Not even Jesus.
Not even Jesus.
Okay, anyway.
I know we're rusty, but goddamn.
I mean, I took notes. But,
Anything notes.
I took notes.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Well, how was your week then, Mr. Alec? Or your couple of months?
Well, my year, yeah, pretty much.
Or year.
Well, I was going to start off with a rhyme time, but fuck it, we'll just do it anyway. So, we've been off track. Sean's computer's been out of whack. Jazz shot a guy named Jack. I have been licking ass crack. But never mind all that, because the motherfucking Wardcast is back. Yeah, bitches.
Hey.
Wow. Luckily,
like,
people
sideways.
Luckily, YouTube removed dislikes. Well, they didn't really, but you can't see them anymore, so they don't matter.
All right. So, what am I doing with my life? I still question myself for that. I saw a bunch of houses with Alex. Hopefully, we might get to put an offer on a house tomorrow. So,
ooh,
yeah,
look at you!
I know. Also met Alex's dad for the first time. Went well. Went banger racing with my oldest brother Ian, like a couple of weeks ago. So that was nice. Nostalgia. We haven't.
What did you say? Banger racing?
Yeah, banger racing. It's like destruction derby cars that crap into each other.
They crap into each other.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, a dump truck.
Yeah, dump truck. Yeah. Music. Yeah, I've been listening to music. I've listened to Everyone You Know's album, Ed Sheeran's new Equals album, Hayley Williams' Petals for Armor, Yumi XX Sucker Punch. Yeah. I got a PS5. Yay!
Boo!
Boo! Boo! Alec.
Just because you haven't got a PS5.
I don't want one. I could have got one at GameStop. I was standing in line to buy something else, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, we got bundles coming in, and they're like $800 and blah 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 blah." Because I guess they come with like a bunch of other shit, and I have no interest. I don't want one. I feel like if I'm going to buy a next gen system, I'm going to buy an Xbox, and that's only because it'll serve a purpose. It'll play Xbox One games on it, so I can like my current Xbox One's probably going to die soon, so I'm going to have to replace that at some point anyway. So like buying that, I'm replacing that system, and I'm also getting a next gen system as well. So like that makes sense. But we've talked about this. Poopy
Sean hates everything,
whatever. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I legitimately want a next gen system. I do. I want to be excited to get one, but it's not there.
Anyway, I played Death Stranding Director's Cut. Haven't come across anything that's new from the original yet. Meh. I played Deathloop, which is interesting.
Is that good? I was interested in that one.
It's I have a feeling it's going to be one of them games you have to get like fucking perfect every fucking time. Otherwise, you're just gonna literally, if you get something wrong, you get shot, you get sent back to a certain time. But I suppose the cool element of it, when you go back, you actually already know the codes, or you know what's going to happen. So you think, okay, I'm going to go take this route, and it's quite fun that route. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Played Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's not really my type of game, but it's okay. It's quite fun just going through New York, I think. Just putting cum stains on every building,
Here comes the Spider-Man.
So that's what they meant.
Literally. I'm uncomfortable.
God damn it.
I played Balan Wonderland or Wonderworld, which is
Why?
it was £5 for a PS5 game.
I think you got ripped off.
I mean,
didn't somebody notable write or create that or something? I think it was supposed to be kind of a big deal and just kind of wasn't. I can't remember who it was. Like a Final Fantasy person, or I don't know.
I don't know, but I when I play it, I'm just like, okay, you have to go back to when you're literally first playing video games for the first time, when you're like yay high on so many drugs, and it's like if I was playing Croc, like I was that age playing Croc games, yeah. So for me, I can get into Balan that way. I just have to go back to my pedophile ways and feel like a kid again.
Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. Back in my day, when I was a kid, I was a pedophile.
Alec was a reverse pedophile.
I guess. Is that even possible? I don't think that's how that works.
Just attract old, weird guys and then molest them.
Oh yeah. I got Final Fantasy VII Interlude. Yes,
I mean, he can't go to jail for it. They always get blamed because he's a minor. It's such a good fucking deal. I don't know.
Yeah, don't knock it till you try it.
We do not encourage. No,
the ward has never
leave the children alone.
Yeah,
it's a good thing Dante isn't here.
even the willing.
Played right. Here's a game we played. We played Umbrella Corp.
Oh yeah, what the fuck, Jazz?
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that. Damn, sorry
it's
guys.
So good. It's my favorite
played Umbrella
game.
Corp. It was fun.
We were playing it to work on episode 2 of something.
Secrets.
It's not a secret.
Information.
Oh, my bad.
And here's another game we played, Jazz. You forgetful sponge. It's Saints Row the Third remastered. Yeah.
Must have had a whole bunch of fun with that, huh?
Oh,
we did. I just didn't remember it.
Oh, okay. My microphone is not cooperating.
Good. You can shut up. I played and completed Metal Gear Solid on Game Boy Color, or Ghost Babel, if some guys remember it.
Babel.
Wow.
Pokemon Red, Pokemon Outlaw version, Pokemon Coliseum. I've been playing Dead Island with Sean and Jazz. That's another game you guys.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Played Resident Evil 5 with Sean and Alex. And yeah. Minecraft with you guys? No, nothing. No.
I said Minecraft.
We did play a lot. To be fair, it's been a long time, so
yeah, Alec.
Fuck you. Yeah. Final Fantasy X, Viger. Yeah, so we played Viger for like 5 minutes, and then we probably forgot about it. And then we went on to play Dead Island for like an hour, and then we forgot about Dead Island. Um,
So true.
watching, I've watched Family Guy, Simpsons, Walking Dead. I've watched all the episodes of Walking Dead. I'm now caught up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just remember the big thing I forgot to mention.
Go on.
After. I'll go
No.
after.
Just you brought it up, so just
I watched Arcane.
good
Oh,
job.
yeah.
I watched all of Arcane, and it was awesome. That was it.
Good.
Good job.
Oh,
I watched season 6 of Superstore, so I've seen all that now. Have you got a guitar somewhere?
Maybe, I don't know. My microphone is being an asshole. It keeps migrating to my dick. I don't know what's happening.
it keeps mic grating.
I mean, is
Mike-
your dick
Mike
so thin you
Grating.
can play a string on it?
How dare you, sir? God damn it.
He's the diddler on the roof.
I'll wrap this up. Watch Matrix 1 and 2. Still yet to see the third one.
Don't bother.
Watched
Sorry.
all 13 Reasons Why, so that's all finished now. Final Space, in all Final Space. Sad that it's ended on a cliffhanger, but like most good things. Zombieland, Double Tap, No Time to Die, James Bond. Yeah, that is the first James Bond film I've seen from start to end, and it's literally the last one. Although, okay.
It was good. I saw that too.
Watch Black Widow, Santa Who, Nightmare
Santa
Santa
Before
Ho? What?
Santa Who.
Santa Ho.
Watched Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. I watched Finding Dory. Free Guy.
That's a good movie.
Elite Season 4.
Season 4. What?
Yeah, Squid Game. I'm a bit annoyed because, like,
You trendy fuck.
that's the thing. That's why I'm annoyed with it, because I was just going to watch it thinking, oh, I won't catch on. And it fucking caught on. I'm just like, oh, now I can't watch it because it's fucking trendy. It's not me.
It ain't me.
And yeah. Finished putting together the Dino Stupid Crisis script. Sent lines out. Got some lines back. Waiting for some lines to come.
Sean.
Wait.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
usually you.
Wow, no. No, it's this one. That one. That one over there.
Me?
Yeah.
I did mine.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. You don't
Wait
know.
for the. What?
Yeah, Dino Stupid.
It's me. It's fine.
Shouts
not
out
even in
to, you are.
What?
What is
You
that?
are. Anyway, shouts out to Rain456, Dr. RER3, Kybera.
Who?
Kybera.
Dr.
Right.
You
RER3?
should know these people. They're in your Discord.
Yes, you dick.
I know who R3. It's fine.
I'm joking. It's not a real doctor.
Yeah. Started doing
Oh.
machinima ideas for Pokemon Coliseum and Metal Gear. I have put up the video, but we're going to watch it a bit later. So, yay.
Are we?
And, yeah. Yeah, that's my week and month and year. Sean, how was your
Hi. How was
time?
my was fine. Busy. I've tried to put together notes for all the things that I did multiple times, and it's just too confusing. There's so many things, so I'm gonna miss a lot of the things that I want to talk about, but it's fine. I probably won't talk about a lot of movies. I did see that James Bond movie. I thought that was good. I saw what was it called? Malignant. I saw that. That was I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it's like it's the best worst movie ever. It's basically like I feel like it was done intentionally to be like a really shitty B movie because like just the idea of the movie is so dumb and ridiculous. Like it
Sounds
just
familiar.
feels like a 80s B movie, but it's got like a triple A budget and it's like a modern movie. So like they don't do shit like that. They don't make those like old style shitty crappy monster movies anymore. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna make this terrible movie that we know is going to be shit and we're going to fucking throw in millions of dollars to make it look like a, you know, a top tier movie. You know, usually it looks like it's shot from a camcorder and, you know, it's just like it's its own kind of thing. But like this movie, it was James Wan, you know, he did the Saw movies and a bunch of horror movies and whatnot. And it just had this really big budget that it didn't deserve. But it was just like it was kind of refreshing because it was just so different than the normal shit that we get in terms of horror movies these days. Like I like B horror movies, but we don't really get those anymore unless, you know, it's like that fucking the shit that you watch, Jazz. Like the fucking one about the couch.
Wow. You're that movie was amazing.
No,
Killer
but
Sofa.
no, and that's what I'm saying. Like I like those kinds of movies, but they're always like they're shoestring budget. You know what I mean? They're really cheap. And that's part of the appeal. But just the fact that this particular movie had that real that polish and that budget, it's very
Malignant.
weird to see. Yeah. And like it had a really awesome soundtrack and just everything about it, it just really caught me off guard and I just really enjoyed how stupid it was in a good way. But yeah, that was great. I saw National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation in theaters because it was in theaters for like a day, and that's one of those movies that you know the whole family gets together and watches every year. And you know, not having my brother and my dad this year to watch it, you know, seeing that in theaters with my mom was kind of a nice way to re-experience that. And it's kind of a cool experience going to see a movie from the 80s, like an old movie in theaters with an audience and get that kind of audience reaction from something you've seen a million times over. It's just kind of interesting, you know, to go through that experience. Not something I thought I'd ever get a chance to do, so it was kind of cool. Um and of course, I saw it, the
Oh no.
Oh,
shitty
what?
fucking piece of garbage, Welcome to Raccoon City. I saw it because I had to, and it was
No.
terrible. It was worse than I thought it was going to be somehow, and I had very low expectations. I don't understand. How hard is it? We had the Paul Anderson movies, like we knew what not to do, and people were very vocal about what they wanted, and we still messed it up. In my opinion, I think the first two Paul Anderson movies are better than this new piece of shit. And that's disgusting.
That's sad.
That that is so upsetting. Like that should not be the case.
Sad. It's sad.
There's a lot. There's a lot I want to go into in terms of that movie, but it like it needs to be its own video because there's so many things to talk about. And there was a couple of things that it got right. You know, like Chris, I liked Chris in that movie. I thought it was good. I thought they cast him well. He looked the part. I felt like he felt like Chris, you know, it worked. Like not I mean, Chris is easy to get, right? You know, Chris isn't a deep character. So like that's not it's not a huge
No.
achievement. But in relation to like all the other characters that they try to flesh out or whatever, like they changed them so much that they just broke and ruined all the characters. But in when it comes to Chris, at least, he's he's kind of what you were expecting to get, and that's fine. But everybody else, they just fucked up. They ruined them. I don't get the costumes, just their personalities. I don't know. It's terrible. I like the set pieces for the most part. I thought they looked cool. It was nice to see, you know, the RPD and the Spencer Mansion and stuff like that. They were pretty faithful in parts. And that's the thing too. Like, how do you nail it sometimes and fuck it up in others? Like they like the front of the RPD looked great. And then you go inside and it's like shit. It doesn't even look like the same building. So,
Don't
like,
judge book by its
what the
cover.
fuck happened? And same thing with, like, the mansion. The outside looked cool, and even though the main hall looked good, it looked pretty faithful, it was, like, really small, and that was the only room that really felt like, "Oh, this is the Spencer Mansion." Everything else felt kinda generic. So it's like, I don't know. Did they run out of budget? Did they stop caring? It's all over the place.
Did
It
they ever care?
Yeah.
kinda feels like no. No, no, that's the thing. It feels like when it first started out, like, they did care, and then maybe they realized, "Hey, this is gonna cost way more money than we have, so fuck it. We're just gonna
Doing it live.
get through this." Yeah, we're doing it live. We're gonna just go through it as quickly as we can and just be done. Like, that's what it feels like. Started in the right place, and then it just got lost,
Just like the Wardcast.
just like the Wardcast.
Wow.
Wow.
They shame us.
But yeah, I don't know. I wanna deep dive it at some point. I played some things. I played Dino Crisis 3, I played PN3, I played Daymare, I played all the things that you guys talked about. Um, I've been playing Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney Chronicles or whatever. They put like 4 or 5 games together in a compilation and they released it on disc. And I've always wanted to go back and play those games because I've heard they're really good and they looked really good and I like the characters. And I've been playing a lot of it and it's good and I do like the characters and the story and everything, but it's a visual novel and I really struggle to get into those because it's just like still images and reading text or just listening to voice acting. If you're going to do something like that, it just doesn't feel like a video game. I wish they would put something else in there, something like gamify it a little bit more. Like, okay, well, you're going to go out into the world and explore or do battles or something like that, in addition to the way that they're going to tell me the story, which is like the visual novel thing. But when all you're doing is just sitting there reading and listening to dialogue for hours and hours, eventually it just kind of gets, eh, what?
Stupid.
No, it's just kind of boring, like when you play a video game, it should be an interactive thing, right? It should be more than just reading a book. If I want to read a book or listen to an audiobook, I'll go do that. Like,
I'll read a goddamn book.
I want something different from my video games. And I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what I was expecting. Like I knew it was probably going to be a visual novel kind of a thing, but for whatever reason, my expectations for this one in particular were unrealistic, I guess. It gave me what it should have. It just wasn't for me, I guess.
See, I just heard it gave me wood.
What? Wow.
Anyone else in the comments,
you
did
would hear
that?
that. You would hear that.
Just
Yeah,
on
definitely.
the would here on the
Wow.
subject of the movie, Sasha on the thing just heard that Leon's
thing.
voice actor or Leon's actor from the film was the same guy who played Beck in Victorious. I watched that show because my roommate's little sister,
Oh,
and
no.
as soon as I found that out, I was like, oh god, it's the fucking like knows he's the pretty boy character, and that was like the instant like I'm definitely not watching this movie.
You know what's weird? I saw interviews of him after they released the movie, and he looks more like Leon in the interviews than he does in the movie. It's like they went out of their way to make him look more like Carlos and not look like Leon in the movie just to piss people off. I don't know.
Carlos.
But he does. He looks like fucking Carlos. He doesn't look or act like Leon. It's fine. We'll talk about that another day.
He's horrible.
It's the worst. I know Shayla likes that version of him, but
Shayla likes all versions of Leon. It's
Hashtag
hard to
not my
ruin Leon for her.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Phoenix Wright, it's fine. If you like visual novels, it's probably one of the better ones out there, but I wish it was a little bit different than it is. And I also finally got to really go all in with Resident Evil Resistance. Unfortunately. Like I was going to eventually set aside the time to give it a legitimate chance and just see what kind of a game it is and try to platinum it and do all that shit. And I finally got around to it. And it's my initial take on it was pretty accurate. It's terrible. I fucking hate it. It's so broken and unbalanced and fucked up. Like I probably put about 30 hours into it, and it just it's just hot garbage. Like it's so busted and unbalanced. You're every single time you go into a match, you're gonna have like level 5s and 10s against level 100s and 200s and 300s. Like there's no balancing. There should be a scale in there that'll be like, okay, well, you're level 5. Let's find somebody that's level 5 through, I don't know, 20 maybe. You should never go up against somebody that's level 200 when you're just starting out in the game. That's fucked up. There's no reason for that. Like when that happens, the person is so overpowered that you're just going to get killed in like the first room. Like that's not fun. It needs to be balanced. You need to be strong enough and know the game well enough to have a chance going up against somebody like that.
Take a chance.
And you never get that. I can't think of a single time where I was actually equal level to the opponent. Like it never happens. It's fucking bullshit. It's just not enjoyable to do that. You just have to like force yourself through the game and hope that you can accomplish something, or it's way too easy because you're the one that's too high of a level and there's no challenge for you. Like that's not an enjoyable thing. It's just fucked up and broken.
Yeah.
And what's sad is it seems like there could be a decent game, like, in there somewhere if it did have balancing and if it did have a little bit more, I don't know, love and care. Like, you can unlock costumes and stuff like that, but it's not enjoyable. The costumes are shit, and, they could have had fun with it. Make it so you can unlock Outbreak characters or, Jill's in there. Why not Chris? Why not Leon? Why not characters that we know? There's no reason to not put them in there
Why
to
not
just be able to play
Zoidberg?
them. And then the same thing with the masterminds, right? Like you get to play as the villains and you're not gonna put Wesker in there? What the fuck? Like
Wesker's not
he's
a villain. He's just misunderstood.
he's like one of the more iconic villains out there, and
7.
you get a chance to be able to play
7.
as the villains in the Resident Evil universe, and they're just like, "Nah, you can be Alex Wesker." Great. Wonderful, because that's what I fucking wanted.
Who?
Exactly.
What?
It's just such a missed opportunity, just like this reverse or whatever, RE-verse that they're gonna be doing. It's gonna be the same thing. Like, that could have been like the Mercenaries reunion kind of thing that we've talked about, where they just make, hey, this is a Mercenaries game and we're going to put everything in it, all the characters, all the costumes, all the levels, and we're just going to have like a versus thing. Like the premise of that could be great, but instead we get RE-verse, which is garbage. It's like a handful of random characters and you just shoot at each other. Who wanted that?
You.
Yeah.
How did you know? I've been waiting for it all my life.
You were like, hey, Capcom, I've been good this year. Can you please give me a pile of shit?
It seriously
No.
feels like they're doing this intentionally. It's just like with Resistance. They're like, well, we know people want an Outbreak game, so let's not give them that and give them something that kind of like maybe gives them those vibes, but will ruin it and we'll shit on it and it'll be
Ruin.
terrible. And it'll make people want an Outbreak game even more, and we'll never give it to them.
Maybe
Why?
Capcom watches Duel and then they found the podcast, so they've been watching it. And then you're like, I'm so hype about this new game. And they're like, let's fuck it up. Like they specifically target your excitement for it and then decide to take a shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't hype games on the podcast. They're watching. They're watching.
Yeah, right. Well, and that's the thing. I try to lower my expectations to pretty much nothing, and somehow it's still disappointing to me.
So what you really should be doing, Sean, is loving the games, going on Wardcast saying, I love this game. So then they do a game that's good.
I can't do that though.
You
I
can.
can't. I can't. I can't live a lie, Alec.
Good.
Lie.
I mean, I could, but no, that's fine. uh, yeah. And
Anything
of
else?
course, it has loot boxes, which I
Yay!
love. But anyways, yeah, I gave it a legitimate chance, and like I said, I'm gonna try to platinum it so I never have to play it again.
Anime.
But I just don't know why Capcom does this to me. Why Capcom?
Because they know
Why
they
do you
can get
hate
away
me
with it.
so? They give you so much money and you just torture me. I don't get it.
It's because you're not woke.
I'm not. Maybe that's it. It's retaliation. Demo Demon Cody said people still play that multiplayer.
Just Sean.
Surprisingly enough, they do. There's actually quite a bit of people still playing it for some reason. I don't know why. But again, like I said, it's all the fucking people that have been playing it from day one that are like level 4,000 or whatever. There's people on there that are legitimately level 900 something. Why?
Why? Why?
I don't know. Even in a game that's
Congratulations.
good, like you have to play a game a long time to hit the 900s. Like, there's other games out there. Maybe try
Wow.
something different.
Maybe Phoenix Wright Games and just hope there's some kind of improvement. Oh no, maybe I'll put some whales, some vampire, big tits ladies, and yeah, that would be a good game.
I hate you. How dare you bring that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, I did my part. I bought the goddamn game. I gave it a chance. It's terrible. It shouldn't exist, and there's that. I played a bunch of other shit and did a bunch of other things, but it's fine. My week's already been too long. I'm going to do show and tell. I have two
There's no
things.
such thing.
I have two things. One is this.
Why?
I have a good reason, okay?
No,
I'm
what?
actually glad I bought this fucking game. I've complained about it so many times because it's garbage and I hate it and everything, but guess how much this thing is going for right now? How
Couldn't
much
give a
it sells
shit.
for?
$375.66.
It goes for a new copy like mine, it goes between $2,000 and $8,000.
It's a free game.
I know, but I'm glad I have it, and I'm glad I didn't open it. And
Sell it
I'm going to. I'm
now.
definitely going to sell it, but it just sucks because it's complicated. Because like if you grade it, like if you want to get like $8,000 for it, you have to get it graded, and grading a game is like this huge process that takes like $200 and like 6 months or something like that because you have to send it to this place and they go through it and they send it. I don't know. It's just a huge headache. But I might just try to sell it for like 2,000 or whatever. But like that's amazing. But it's disgusting too. Like why do
What?
people care? Why do people care about this piece of shit game so much that they're willing to spend that much money on it? And it's like Alex said, it's free. It's a free game. Why would you spend $8,000 on a free game? But hey, if people want to buy it,
Why
I'll
would you
sell it.
spend $0 on that free game?
Right?
Yeah.
Is the real question here.
Right? It's the worst. And my
Why
other
would you
one,
play it?
probably have to take it out of the packaging so you can see it, but I got this. It is a Resident Evil thingamabobby.
It's a black square that reflects
Yeah,
the
you can see
screen.
it. So
Is
it
that
is
an eyeball?
it's a
Yeah.
French book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The look is-
Exclusively released by Pix and Love. They make limited editions of whatever they decide to make things out of. I don't know. But they made my limited edition Resident Evil 2 that I got a while ago, which also goes for stupid amounts of money because it's like super rare for whatever reason. But yeah, this is really cool. This is Jazz is gonna have to translate it for me because it's all in French and I can't read it. But it's basically a bunch of like interviews and a history of Resident Evil. And like they sat down and they talked to all the creators like Shinji Mikami and all them, and they just kind of got their take on like what it was like to make Resident Evil and all this kind of stuff. And it's really cool because there's no other way to watch or listen to or read these interviews other than this book. So it's a very unique collectible Resident Evil thing that I'm very happy to have. And I think they only made like 1,000 of them or something like that. So yeah, I got something new to my Resident Evil collection. Very excited to have it. But they sent it to me damaged. I don't know if you can see. right there.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
got a little
good-
bump.
Yeah, it's got a little bump. But I'm gonna try to get it replaced. But since they only made a very small amount of them, I don't know if they'll be able to do it or not. But either way, it's cool. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Jazz is gonna
Wait,
read
yeah,
it
wait.
to me as a bedtime story.
It might be done live, not sure yet, but
Yeah, we're gonna
if
make a
if
couple of
it is,
videos out of it, one way or the other.
enjoy
What
a
that will
live
be, who knows?
translation of
Yeah,
failing horribly.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
And I just remembered I didn't do my show and tell.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say I didn't see
oh
any like
shit!
Okay.
didn't see what Alex showed.
Rewind.
Right.
Let's rewind.
Yeah. So my show and tell is something Lee got for me. So it's Metal Gear Solid, the Legacy Collection, signed by David Hayter.
That's cool.
Take her.
Yeah.
He never comes to conventions around me, that fucker.
Well, because
He's a
he
hater.
knows you're there.
He knows I'll complain about it.
And,
Fuck Metal Gear.
So the game is completely brand new and all that. So I haven't played it either, obviously, for reasons, but also he signed the disc. So yeah. Good.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect for you. Because
Yeah.
I know you like Malgar.
Metal Gear.
Malgar.
Metal Gear. Hey, what time is it?
It's
It is.
4:15.
And it's also time for some news. We can't do the
Oh,
video. Well, we could do the video, but I'm wildly unprepared.
Well, we'll
So,
just mime it. Doop, doop, doop.
that's not how the video goes.
It totally does.
Doop, doop. News time.
News
Beep, boop,
time.
beep,
Boop,
bloop.
bloopity
Robot.
bop. Hey, Jazz, do something entertaining while I read the comments real quick. Tell me a story.
News. Comments
Really?
reading.
That's
None.
what you come up with?
Oh, entertaining to everyone or just me?
Everyone.
I can juggle. Ow, fuck.
Keep doing it.
Ow.
Wow.
I can't. I can only juggle two things. I'm just gonna drink this beer.
Despite you needed the pee.
Yeah, let me drink more liquid.
Liquid.
I was gonna keep drinking it until you're done, but I realized you probably wouldn't finish. So
Yeah, Sasha Kennedy says, like, you could use that money for better things in terms of, like, oh, I'm gonna fucking drop $8,000 on a free-to-play game. Well, here's the thing too. What's more disgusting about that? At least if you're gonna spend $8,000 on a free-to-play game or Fortnite or whatever the fuck.
fart night.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like, at least you're getting a physical disc that apparently has some kind of value. But like, I bet you there's a lot of people out there that spend thousands of dollars just on loot boxes and they don't get anything for it. They get guns and skins that they don't want.
And
Yay.
a tank top and a tank top and a gas
And
mask
another tank
and
top.
a tank top and then the same gas mask and a different gas
Mhm.
mask and then a tank top.
Yep.
Shoes.
Yep. It's stupid.
Yep.
I don't get it. But hey, again, I'm thankful. If I can sell it for $2,000, it'll be great. I'll invest that in the ward.
It'll be great.
Go team. So news. Hello.
Hello.
This is going to be messy because I don't know. Some of the notes that I put in here were like based off of things that hadn't come out yet, and then they came out, and then there was more news, and like some of the things that I typed up aren't relevant anymore. So basically, I pulled up a bunch of just random news items that we'll just kind of mention and talk about. I guess we're not going to deep dive anything or read any articles or anything like that. Most of it, or not most of it, but a good chunk of it is actually Resident Evil related stuff, and it's all disappointing. Spoiler alert.
Yay.
Yay. Yep, there you go. Michael just mentioned one of them. But yeah. Let's dive right into it. Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City director drops hints as to what RE titles may be featured in future Resident Evil films. That's exciting because the first one was so good. Oh, also, my week, I watched Cowboy Bebop. It was terrible. It immediately got canceled. I think that's going to be the same case with the Resident Evil movies because I know they wanted to do, I don't know if it was a trilogy or if they wanted to do like a whole nother universe where they're going to get another fucking whatever 9 movies. But I know they wanted to do several more movies. But based on the reception, I don't think that's going to happen. But anyways, in an interview, basically the director said that he was a big fan of Resident Evil 4, and he was interested in potentially doing something with Resident Evil 7 and Village,
7.
which I was, very happy to hear. Can't wait to see a Resident Evil 7 and Village movie.
7.
That'll be great.
That would be great.
It'll be great.
No.
No. I think this movie needs to die where it's at and not make any more sequels. Let this one die quick and painlessly so that we can forget it ever existed, and then we can reboot the franchise again in 5 years. That's what we need to do. Reboot. Exactly.
Wait.
Oh,
I had the perfect.
what?
Where is it? Keep going. I'll find it. Oh, I hit my mic.
Wow.
Never mind. What else is there?
I just can't imagine where they would even take that story. Like with the version of Leon that we got, if he did a Resident Evil 4 movie, like what would it even be?
Oh, I know what it would do.
Robots.
To my Leon. Well,
He will spray
terrible.
hair gel.
Because like the whole point is like Leon goes through this journey in Resident Evil 2, and like he's a rookie cop, and he grows and he turns into what we eventually see in Resident Evil 4. But you can kind of see him growing throughout the game, like he's going through this traumatic event, and it's making him like it's kind of defining him as a person, and then he becomes Resident Evil 4 Leon. But with the way that they handled him in that movie, they just shit on him the whole time and treated him like a dipshit, and like they were just making fun of him the whole time. So what's 4 gonna be? Like he just boom, he's a badass now for reasons that we don't get to see. It's very dumb. But yeah, more exciting Resident Evil movies coming down the road.
Hey.
What else? Resident Evil 1, the board game. Well, when I put this together, it had been announced, but since then it's been fully funded. I think it got funded like 10 times over. Whatever the goal was that they were asking, like they funded it like 10 times over, which is crazy. But yeah, I bought the first one and the second one, and I bought the third one because I have to. The Resident Evil thingies, and they're beautiful.
Wow.
And I haven't played any of them, but one day we'll play them on the podcast or in a video, or we're gonna do something with the board games.
Do it live.
Cool. Yeah, maybe.
I'm liking this live shit. I'm liking this. Like, it's nice.
Yeah, it could be fun. Maybe we can get the viewers involved. We'll see. One thing at a time.
It
is alive.
Yeah. But yeah, the board games keep getting more and more expensive. I think the first one to get everything, or the Resident Evil 2 board game, I think that one was like $200. And then the Resident Evil 3 board game, I think, was like $280 or something. And the Resident Evil 1 board game, the new one that's coming out, it costs over $300 to get everything that they're offering for a board game. And I get like Dungeons and Dragons things have always been like really expensive, but those games are super intricate, and they have these like super detailed like metal miniatures, and like
metal.
I get it. Like if you want to get invested in that, it kind of makes sense. But in terms of Resident Evil board games, it's just like little plastic figures and cardboard boards. Why is it $300? Why?
Why?
Because of people like me. That's why they want to take advantage of people like me, and it worked.
They want to really push your buttons.
But at least it looks and feels like Resident Evil, unlike some other things. There you go.
Like the games.
Like the games and the movies.
Yeah.
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 What else?
What else?
Oh, I did put I don't think this is accurate at the time, but it's at the time of recording, or not at the time of recording, but at the time that I put together my notes, the game was funded $1.4 million on a goal of 125,000. That's pretty impressive. And I'm pretty sure it got a lot more after the campaign ended because they do like slacker backer funding or whatever the fuck that's called.
Slacker backer.
But yeah, that $1.4 million for a board game. Good on them. That's impressive. More Resident Evil news. Resident Evil Village DLC will be free according to Capcom financial reports. This might be undated or out of date because I think there was news articles after I put this together that expanded upon this, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to go through this anyway. Capcom shared that Resident Evil 3 Remake has surpassed 3.9 million units, making it the 12th highest selling RE title to date, surpassing Code Veronica and the original Resident Evil 3. Capcom is categorizing the release as a success, which is kind of disappointing because that game was kind of disappointing, but it's fine. I know you like it, Jazz, and I like it too, but it was still, in the grand scope of things, Resident Evil 3 Remake was disappointing.
I just liked it because Jill had pants and it was fun. I'm not bothered by Nemesis because I'm not like I like Resident Evil, but not as much like you. So the stuff like that didn't bother me. But
and that's part of the problem too. Like I understand why a lot of this stuff is doing well because like the current audience, I feel like the majority of them are new. They're not invested the way that somebody like me is that cares about those things, that has those expectations. And as an outsider, if you're coming in, even the movie, I don't know, like maybe you just want a popcorn movie and you've heard of Resident Evil and you go and you see the movie and you're entertained. I get it. That's a thing. Just like with Village, like if you don't know what Resident Evil is and you play Village for the first time, that's your first Resident Evil game. It's a pretty good game. Like if you don't know or care about the franchise, it's not bad. So I get it. But as a purist that actually enjoys the source material, it's a problem. But yeah, Resident Evil 3 Remake is probably one of the better Resident Evil games that we've got recently. It was a good game. It's just there was missed opportunities just like with Resident Evil 2 Remake, great game, really well done, but they kind of missed the mark on a couple of things. And Resident Evil 3 did that to a bigger degree, like we lost mercenaries mode and they cut a lot of content out of the game. Like there was a lot, fucking Nemesis is the worst. I don't care what anyone says. They ruined him.
But he's Mickey Mouse. Come on.
It has problems, but at the end of the day, it was a good game in my opinion. But anyways, they are considering that game a success. Capcom, no, I read that. What else? Resident Evil 7 also becomes the first RE game to sell over 10 million units without ports. This also places it as the third highest selling RE game of all time under RE 5 and 6. How disappointing is that? Like Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 is like one of the best selling games, Resident Evil games of all time. Like, isn't that just a little disheartening? And even with 5 and 6, those aren't the Resident Evil games that I want to see selling, which is why I kind of want them to bring back, like do like remake, or I guess remake Resident Evil 1, because it was a GameCube game, so at this point it is a little bit dated. They could use the RE engine and do something really amazing with that. And they could keep it more like an original Resident Evil game, do tank controls, or they can do like they did with the HD version of the remake where you have that different control scheme where like, I'm not even sure how it plays. I never really played it, but like it's more like your typical action adventure game where you can just like, you move in the direction that you're pushing the analog stick or whatever instead of tank controls. Like you could even do that, remake it with that in mind, and then you can scale the difficulty to make that work. Because at this point, when you try to play the HD remaster with those controls, it kind of breaks the game because you have too much control over the character. It's not balanced for that. So it kind of fucks it up a little bit. But if they were to remake it again and they tailored the difficulty to that could actually work really well and be really interesting and appeal to a wider audience. And then you have a more traditional Resident Evil game that you can introduce to a modern audience. And that kind of gives it a chance to reestablish it as a survival horror game and more along the lines of a Resident Evil game that they used to make back in the day. Like, I think that's what we need. 2 was close, but it's still
Yeah, no.
it didn't it was too different, you know?
Mm.
It felt more like Resident Evil 4 than 2, and that's kind of a problem. But I think that'd be a really cool opportunity for them to do something like that, but with the direction that Resident Evil's going, we're not gonna see that. We're gonna see Mia flying around, or not Mia, what's her name? Rose, flying around with superpowers. It's
At
gonna be
least Chris
great.
survived for another 20 years.
Killing
Yay!
Frankenstein and Dracula. Yay. Yeah. In the report, the following was also mentioned. They said, quote, "We will drive our customer management to understand the playing trends and preferences of users while also building a business model for online operations, taking into account the situation of our free additional DLC for titles such as Monster Hunter Rise and Resident Evil Village." So basically, in that statement, they did confirm that Resident Evil Village DLC will be free. Yay.
Yay. Welcome to the Yay cast.
It doesn't even matter what I honestly, I only have one request for that DLC. Don't make it about Ada. Please just leave her the hell out of that game. I get that she was in the concept art, but no. Please just don't do that. Don't ruin another character, okay? They ruined Chris in it. Don't ruin Ada, please. But at least it's free. I'll give them that, I guess. Honestly, you know what I wanna see? I want them to
Be
make
naked.
I want them to make Chris werewolf DLC, where Chris gets bitten by a werewolf and he turns into a werewolf and you run around fighting Dracula. That's what I want. Like, if they're gonna go that route, then just do it. Go all in.
Fucking go all in. You know what I want? I want a movie or game where they're all sitting around a table with like a therapist talking about their PTSD from all the shit they've been through in the past. That would be better than the movies that come out now and the games. You can like dialogue control like you were talking about earlier. Like you just watch the cinematics and it's like, do you want to say yes, I don't sleep at night, or like I drink a lot, A or B? Let's do it.
I feel lied to, by the way. The cover of Village, they imply that Chris is a werewolf, and we never got that.
He just never transformed.
Oh, you're right. Oh, it's gonna be
yeah.
in the DLC. I forgot. I'm sorry.
That's how he got so like buffed out of nowhere from one game to the
And
other.
the DLC is gonna be in visual novel form.
Plus, he punches boulders and doesn't bleed.
It's because he's a werewolf. He was a
Yeah.
werewolf all along from the start.
From Umbrella.
It was all plotted by Umbrella from the
Oh
start.
hell, werewolves.
Oh god. More Resident Evil news.
Oh, yay!
Resident Evil has sunk to the lowest of lows, everybody. Worse
Okay.
than Village, worse than the Resident Evil movie, worse than all of it. Resident Evil is now crossing over with Fortnite. We lost the battle. We've hit rock bottom.
Now more than ever.
Now more than ever, Resident Evil needs saving. You can now play as Jill Valentine in her RE3 remake design and Chris Redfield in his RE7 Village design.
7.
Fucking gross. You can also get Jill's Stars uniform and Chris's RE5 BSAA uniform, but I'm pretty sure you have to pay money dollars for it. Well, I think you have to buy all this. I don't think
$2,000.
I've still never played Fortnite, so I don't really know how this works, but I'm pretty sure you have to buy all this shit. You don't get it for free.
I don't even think you can play the game for free. I bought it and I was getting like Legos. Like I had no idea what I was doing.
Legos?
Yeah, it was just like a building thing.
Oh, because you built, yeah.
I was confused, so I just left. And
It's a weird game. I don't get it. They also put in herb, typewriter, and weapon charms. I don't know.
Love those guys.
I don't even know what those are. I guess charms for your guns.
Typewriter is what you use to write things on.
You shut the fuck up.
They're
They're like
drugs.
I don't know. I guess things that you can put on your backpack. I don't know. And there's an umbrella. You can get an umbrella in Fortnite. Aren't you excited?
I have one in my closet that's been doing
Aren't you going to
nothing.
run out and pay $8,000 to get your hands on a copy of Fortnite so that you can get an umbrella?
Yeah.
Or I could just get an umbrella and dip it in red and white, and it's an umbrella.
Or you could just get
You're
a
right.
red and white umbrella.
Right.
I'll send you
Well,
one.
Yeah.
It's our national colors. They're
well,
everywhere.
Capcom makes actual umbrellas, so
We'll
just
just
buy it
change the
from
little
them.
little
Yeah.
Canada flag to the umbrella logo and be like, there you go.
Yeah, and that's worth mentioning too. Dante and I had that.
It's
No,
like
this is sidetracking.
the Canada umbrellas.
Dante and I had that conversation. Like he'd say fucking Resident Evil 4 night, because the day was going to come eventually.
Eventually.
Words are hard. The day would come eventually where Resident
Don't get
Evil
anything odd.
would cross over with fucking Fortnite, and it happened, and we're here, and it's disgusting. I blame Dante. He thought it up into the world, and it became reality.
Good job, Dante.
Way to go. You did this, you fuck.
And you made it better.
How did he?
I don't know. It's hard to make it worse. So
Yet they
I mean,
somehow,
they're gonna try.
Yeah, do they even have to try at this point?
they just yeah.
They're so good at it. It just comes natural. Anyway. Hey, guess what? More
Time for the
Resident
news.
Evil news. Well, kind
Oh.
of. This is more Capcom news. And it's great news. Oh boy, especially for me. Capcom is moving to
boy.
PC.
Where's that?
In hell.
Oh.
After seeing a large growth in its Japanese PC sales, thanks to COVID, of course, Capcom Chief Operating Officer Hiroshima. Her Japanese name, Haruhiro Sugimoto, sorry for butchering that, stated in an interview with Japanese newspaper Nikkei, I don't know, Nikkei, Nikolai, there you go, that the company will shift focus to PC as their primary platform, expecting PC titles to account for 50% of their sales before 2023.
Way to go,
so they're becoming a primarily PC developer.
Right.
My favorite. Go digital. Yay.
PC stands for piece of crap.
Yeah, it should.
Mine does.
So more great news there. Hey, guess what?
Do you have good news?
More Resident Evil news.
More Resident Evil news. Resident Evil 25th anniversary is finally doing something right. Capcom has announced the 25th anniversary episode selection sets. This is a special edition set that contains the entire franchise of Resident Evil in one collection. The set is broken into 3 volumes. Volume 1 is The Fall of Umbrella, and it includes RE Origins, which is Resident Evil 0 and Remake HD. It comes with RE2 Remake and RE3 Remake all together in one bundle. Then they have Volume 2, which is The Threat of Bioterrorism, which includes Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. Volume 3 is the episode of Ethan Winters, my favorite.
Hey.
It will include RE7 and Village, as well as a set of 13 postcards.
My favorite.
Yay. All 3 sets come in uniform special edition packaging and run $59.99 a piece. And they are only available through Japan. So you have to import them. They're not going to be releasing this in America or the Canada or the Europe.
Oh, dang.
I'm not a part of Europe anymore. Come on.
Or the UK.
There we go.
You're welcome.
What will I get now?
Wow, how dare you? But hey, this is like the most interesting RE related thing that I've seen in a while.
Fair.
Like at least it's kind of celebrating the older games and re-releasing them, like the whole franchise together as a I don't think they've ever done that before, where I think the closest time they ever came to that was the 5th anniversary collection, where they did the briefcase, right? Because that was Resident Evil 1 through, I think, Code Veronica. I think that's the closest that we've ever come to getting like a full series bundle. But obviously, we've received a lot more games since then. But yeah, this is the first time they've released a full series collection since that. But yeah, so it's cool. I like the idea of having like a full series box set. So I'll take it. It's better than hearing news of Resident Evil 9 and getting pissed off. So I'll take it.
What happened to 8?
It doesn't exist. There's just Village.
They're skipping 8, 7, 8, 9. No, what? Continue.
Village is
Please.
technically 8, even
Yeah.
though I don't
Skipping.
believe in that.
Don't believe in
It's
Village.
not real. I
It's
don't
against my
believe in
religion.
Village. I don't. I refuse. All right. So that's all the Resident Evil news. Oh wait, there's more.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Were you just deceived by Resident Evil content? Well, so was Sean all the time.
Resident Evil Village and Metroid Dread were the most completed games in 2021.
Who gives a shit?
Dreadful.
Which I don't even think means anything anymore. Because, like, I don't remember what the stats are, but for some really weird reason, people don't complete games. They play fucking 9 billion hours of Resident Evil Resistance and level up to level 900, but they don't complete a campaign of a story game. Like most of the time.
There's not enough battle royale in it.
I need to look up the stats, but I want to say it's something ridiculous. Like 65 or 70% of gamers don't complete games. Like, why even buy a game if you're not even invested enough to go through it to the end? Like, why?
Why?
It's sad. Why?
Why?
But anyways, people apparently thought that Village and Metroid Dread were good enough to go through all the way. So there's that. What else do we have?
Well,
Pancakes.
depressing.
I think
news
that's all of the
everything.
Resident Evil news. Respawn is ending all new sales of Titanfall and removing it from subscription services later. They don't even have a date. They just said later. So more digital, amazing, awesome news. I guess after 7 years, Respawn is finally ending all new sales of the first Titanfall game starting today. There you go. Titanfall will also be removed from subscription-based services on March 1st, 2021. Yep. This is why digital is great.
What are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing
So
a
I guess
digital dance.
If you want to buy
Yay, my
Titanfall,
demons.
You can only see it
you need to
digitally.
buy it. Need to buy it before March, or you won't be able to buy it.
Tritonfall?
Tritonfall. Sure, why not?
Trident.
I mean, it's fine, I guess, because Titanfall is an online only game anyway. So eventually the servers are going to go down and it's going to become unplayable anyways. But that's just as gross. Like, if you're going to make a game like that, at least make it like put a single player campaign in there so that it can exist and there's a reason to go back and play it one day rather than, oh, I played this game and now I'm bored and now it's not playable anymore. It's just kind of sad because it's a good game. Titanfall plays good, you know, and eventually you won't be able to play it at all.
Titanfall.
I never played Titanfall 2 though. I don't know if that's
bought it
any
at the
good.
dollar store for $2 and then they gave it away because I didn't care for it. I'm telling you what it is.
You can still play Resident Evil Resistance though.
I was gonna reinstall it for you, and then I was like, "Oh, I don't have it anywhere on my console. I have to put the disc in to install it," and that was too much work, so I didn't.
Yeah, I would really feel bad if I made you install that game and play it because it's terrible.
I mean, we still got Umbrella Corps. Let's put it this way.
Please don't make him a Shinima with the other one.
No,
I couldn't handle it.
It's not going to happen. Rockstar delays GTA Trilogy Physical Edition release dates. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be because it's a broken piece of shit and it looks like trash and it's glitchy and all fucked up? How old are those games? When did GTA 3 come out? Like fucking, it had to be what, 2001? 2000 maybe?
Yeah, it had to be 2001 because they had to take parts out because of 9/11 for some reason. Can't think of why.
But these games are old as shit and they barely upgraded the graphics at all. And yet somehow they're having all these technical issues. How is that even possible? Like, I get if they rebuilt the game from the ground up using like the Grand Theft Auto 5 engine or something like that. Sure, there's going to be a lot of growing pains, translating things from one engine to the other and, rebuilding the game that way. But it's the same game. It's the same fucking thing. and that game's like 20 years old. How can there be this many problems? To the point where they have to delay the physical release. It's ridiculous. And there's been like constant patching with it, trying to unbreak the game. It's so stupid. Why can't we just release finished games?
Say
You're playing me again.
Alec broke me.
Wow. But it is what it is. Oh, look, more Resident Evil news.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I feel like you're doing this just to piss Alec off. It's great.
I'm not even
Love
I'm not
it.
even listening.
This is how it goes.
You can still
Resident
hear
Evil 4 remake concept art allegedly leaked by Wesker voice actor. Yeah. DC Douglas, the voice actor known for his portrayal of Resident Evil's Albert Wesker, has allegedly shared confidential concept art for the unannounced Resident Evil 4 remake.
Good.
I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but basically it looks like, wow, that's weird. But basically it looks like he was doing a stream and he decided that, hey, it'd be a good idea to post pictures of this confidential document. And people lost their shit, of course, because it's the internet. But why would
Yeah.
you do that? Like, what was he thinking? Oh, let me show this concept art of Resident Evil 4 remake that you can't see anywhere else, and people won't talk about it. People won't share that on the internet. That never happens. How did he think that was going to go?
I'm sure he couldn't give a shit.
I get that, but legally, that's probably not a smart move.
He's done like 4 or 5 games for the franchise. He's like, I'm untouchable. Fuck you.
I'm Wesker. The information will be released into the atmosphere.
But I saw the picture. It looks like it could be legitimate. I don't know. Again, we're still hearing fucking weekly rumors about, oh, the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Silent Hills get remade. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Between Silent Hill and Resident Evil 4 remake, like
Metal Gear's being remade. Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing about it, but it keeps coming up. What else do we have? More Resident Evil stuff? Let's see. No, it's about PlayStation. PlayStation is reportedly working on an Xbox Game Pass competitor.
Go pee.
I'm surprised they haven't done this before. Like they're kind of late to the game a little bit. I mean, I know they had that, what was it, PlayStation Now, right? Which was kind of similar, I think. I never
Yeah.
used it. I don't know. But I know that, like, I always heard that Game Pass was way better than PlayStation Now. So whatever they're coming up with is going to supposedly rival what Microsoft has been doing, which is super exciting to me because I love digital. Yay, I can't wait. What else? We'll do a couple more. There's news out the ass, but I don't want to run too long.
We also have
Not
games, right?
that. Yeah. In
Yeah.
fact, that might be. Oh, we'll talk about this one. This is a fun one. Santa Claus is coming to Battlefield 2042, and some players are not happy about it
Why?
because they don't like Santa Claus. I don't fucking
He
know.
creeps in your house in the middle of the night once a year, and you're pissed off about him coming to a video game.
Yes.
Come on,
Santa.
guys. Yeah, a big
Apparently-
bearded guy. Funny accent. Wears a hat.
Yeah.
Apparently, they were upset at the fact that it clashes with the game. Like it doesn't make sense for Santa Claus to be in Battlefield. How dare you?
So it's not even
Put-
a religion thing.
How dare you put this unrealistic character in my Battlefield? How could you? That's fucking stupid.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That was good.
I don't understand people. Why?
You're not supposed to.
It's not supposed to make sense. It's not like they're like altering the campaign so that Santa Claus comes in and like saves the day. Like, it's a fucking skin that you can play during multiplayer. Who fucking cares? Is it really that game breaking for you? I mean, come on.
Those people should never play Gmod.
They broke Fortnite. It's not realistic anymore because they put Resident Evil characters in it. I'm complaining.
You can't break.
I'm making
Fortnite.
a phone call.
It's already broken.
It's not realistic anymore.
It's
Chris doesn't
horrible.
build things.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly. There's building in Fortnite.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the end of news. I think we've had enough.
I have one.
Oh, you have one.
Yeah, so it's a Resident Evil news, and no, I'm just kidding. It's something I noticed. I don't have much information, but in London somewhere, there's a theme park that opened for Tomb Raider, and it's like an interactive, like in-person Tomb Raider experience, where you're going through like they built the levels, the temples and shit, and I really want to go, but it's in London, so I just wanted to share that. Do you
Because
like
it's in
Tomb
London,
Raider?
that's it.
Did you just tell me no? I can't go.
Yeah.
You should read some
Right.
comments in
I
the
was
Yes.
chat
kidding.
while
Go.
I go. Read
Go
some
pee.
comments.
Go
Answer
pee.
people. Look,
Have fun.
friends.
You
Have
better
fun.
not pee. You better not pee. Better not pee. I'm telling you why. Jazz Rich is pissing herself.
It's
Yeah.
funny too
Come on,
because
sing it with me, guys.
just putting the Santa skin in Battlefield was a bigger deal than Bethesda trying to charge you $20 to buy a Santa outfit in Fallout 76.
I mean,
What? Priorities, maybe? I mean, whatever.
yeah. I have actually played PlayStation Home, by the way. There was a Resident Evil 5 part of PlayStation Home. I remember going for it. It was
Mm.
initially the first area, the first bit of the map. And you just go around talking to people, or some people are just dancing in the middle of nowhere. And it's just like, okay. And then you can watch trailers of Resident Evil, and it was just Chris, no Sheva whatsoever. And it's like, oh, okay. So when RE5 came out, it's like, oh, who's this bitch?
Wow. I'm gonna butcher your name, but
Alec,
Takizawa Asuka said
Asuka.
they brought up that PlayStation Home 2 was a thing, which is what Alec was talking about. But yeah, I liked the idea of PlayStation Home when they released it like forever ago. It was kind of fucked up. It definitely needed to kind of evolve. It feels like they kind of based that on I don't know if people still remember Second Life or even if that
Yep.
exists anymore. But like it felt very reminiscent of what they were doing with Second Life, where you could have these like marketplaces within a virtual environment, and you could go and you have an avatar and you could walk around and go into a mall and do shopping and
Fly.
stuff like that. And I like that idea, but
Not safe for kids. Let's just
it
put it out.
doesn't. Well, not only that, but yeah, not only that, but you kind of need to have the option to either go through a list when you want to buy things or to do the like the virtual avatar thing, because if you're not in the mood, you just want to go buy a thing, it should be a quick, seamless thing. You shouldn't have to log into home, wait for it to load, walk your digital character over to the store, go into the store, go into the inventory, find the thing that you want to buy,
Like in real
get
life.
back to your home. Yeah, like if I want to do that, I'll go
If
outside.
only there was digital stuff.
Yeah. Like that's a lot of work to get a digital item. But they just kind of needed a balance. I like that idea. If you are immersed in doing that, it's kind of a cool thing. It's like an escape. You're living in this world and it's kind of real because you can explore and shop and buy. And it's kind of a cool idea. You could buy things for your apartment. I think you could unlock trophies like in games that you could put on your wall, like in your digital apartment or whatever.
Yeah.
I like the idea. It just wasn't executed right. But I don't know. If they do Home 2 and it is done properly, it could be exciting.
I'm just
I'm
waiting
not
for
getting a
them.
PS5, so I don't give a shit, but
Fine, I'll get a new PS2 home. Yeah.
yeah, you can tell me how amazing Home 2 is.
Yeah, I will. I'll invite you in. Yeah.
All right, welcome back, Jazz. What are we
Hi.
doing? Do we have a GAM?
I have one game. I know. I don't know if Alec has a game.
I have several.
He has several.
Yeah.
Look out.
That's you. Yeah. So I do you want to go first? I only have one. So
All right, I'll do a game.
Live game, so you guys can participate for the first time.
Let's
forever.
play. I would rather eat a fresh pile of dinosaur shit.
Then play Village.
Yeah, Village.
Yes.
The answer is Village. There you go.
Do I win?
No. In this
Get
game,
better every
players.
time.
Shut the fuck up. In this
I
game,
was waiting for
players. Shut the fuck up. In this game, players will take it in turns to offer another player something good or bad for Christmas. And then that player will decide which present they would really rather have or really don't want. So, for example, I will offer Sean Resident Evil Village. And then Jazz can offer a pile of poop. And then Sean had to decide which one he would
The
rather
poop.
have.
The poop.
Okay, so we get the idea. So we have to offer Sean something good and something bad, and he has to decide which of the good and which of the bad he would rather have. Okay.
It sounds more like we're giving them like two bad options, and you're picking the lesser evil.
Only if one of them is Village.
Well,
And
yeah.
then once Sean's decided which one he wants, because he'll never have it, we go to Jazz, and Sean and me offer something for Jazz, and you two try and offer me something. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Hey, let's
good.
get audience participation. Maybe they can
Yeah.
recommend some of the things.
Yeah. So we're doing good for Sean. So my suggestion is a new computer that self-improves
Wow.
and will never blow up.
Yes, please.
Jazz, what would you offer Sean as a good present?
2 new computers.
How
Do what
original.
Alex
How
said.
creative.
But also, they smell like pine trees.
So, Sean, which would you prefer?
The regular computer?
Oh,
There we go.
racism.
I'm racist against pines.
Yeah,
Sexy.
Chris Pine.
Just
And
the
you
pine.
guys
the pine
do some
family.
typing. We'll read yours as you go along. All right, bad for Sean. And so bad for Sean is an all-expense paid trip to Afghanistan where the Taliban know where you are and you're not allowed to leave until you platinumed Resident Evil 0 10 times.
Why 0? 0's a weird one.
Because you haven't platinumed it once.
Hi, Diz.
That's well, it's complicated because I like 0. I know a lot of people shit on that game, but I actually like 0. It just I don't know why I never went through it. But I that's a positive thing for me because I want to go through and platinum 0. So
Do
fuck
it,
you.
sucker.
Ten
Go
Fuck
to,
you.
times while
go
the
to
Taliban-
Afghanistan and
Well, I'll
do
do
it.
that.
Yeah.
I'll go platinum 0 a million times.
Jazz, what's your bad thing for?
A pizza with mushroom and onions.
Wow, I
And you
will
have to
gladly
eat all of
platinum
it.
Resident Evil 0.
There we go.
In Afghanistan.
Hello, Diz. Welcome.
Diz.
Times. Cool. Oh, Chatter
What do
has
you-
said,
Mm,
I
okay.
would
Like
offer
100
Sean.
comments.
I would offer Sean a game called Vaccine, which he has to 100% it.
So what is this game? What do you do in vaccine? Get a bunch of shots?
You get vaccinated.
Yeah.
It comes with a real needle that you have to stick in your ass.
Now it comes with COVID. Ah!
Yeah, vaccine. It comes with a dose of COVID and a dose of the vaccine. You have
Yeah.
to give yourself COVID and then you give yourself the vaccine. And you
Yeah.
win.
Nice.
I don't want that. No thanks.
All right. Shall we move on to Jazz? So, Sean, me and you have to offer something good and something bad for Jazz now. So, something good for Jazz, I have come up with an Olympic-sized swimming pool filled with ketchup.
Yep. Taking it.
We don't know what Sean's going to do.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm.
Take a ketchup bowl.
Swim in
Uh,
ketchup.
A Tomb Raider
the
game
ketchup.
with a create a character mode.
She
where
would
you
still
can
play
make
with Lara.
Would you?
I mean, I really like Lara,
I think she'd do the custom character.
but ketchup. I would.
Wow.
I mean, I really I like custom character stuff, but I always end up looking like a fucking squid. So I'm gonna take the pool of ketchup.
Oh,
But I'll be thinking about that game while I'm
while
swimming.
you're swimming in it.
All right. Something bad for Jazz. A mansion for free. However, all the world's sewage systems cover all the floors of the mansion, and the mansion regularly catches fire.
Great. So I'm also in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Sean got?
Yeah.
A robot that follows you a robot that follows you around all day and gives you ketchup, but also demands hugs to get the ketchup from it.
Oh,
Oh.
gonna have to take the sewage.
I think I nailed this game.
So wait, are we supposed to like choose something that they're gonna want?
Yeah, because then you don't have to spend your money for nothing.
Yeah. Right, now you two
I was
have
trying
to
to
think
pick
of
things
something.
that she wouldn't want.
I wouldn't want that. That's why I would
Chat,
take
are
the
you
thing
getting
that I
this? Do you get the rules of this game?
I get it. Get fucked.
You get fucked.
Wow.
Right,
Oh.
you two. Yes, you two offer something good for me.
I was just gonna say real quick, Takizawa Asuka wrote, "Dip your fries in the pool of ketchup." The fries would be like the pool noodles, but they'd be edible pool noodles.
Yes.
Poodles?
Something good for Alec.
A bag of dicks.
2 bags of dicks. That smell like pine trees. Wait, no.
I mean, I kind of want my dick to smell like dick, so I'm gonna have to go with a bag of dick.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever. I can't think
go
of
for
anything else
Sean's
good.
dick.
I don't want to give you any good stuff.
All right, give me something bad then.
A bag of vaginas.
I was thinking the same fucking thing.
2 bags
A swimming pool of vaginas.
that smell like pine trees. And there's a dick just out of reach at the bottom, and you have to swim down to get it. So you have to go through it. Oh, what is happening? Oh,
Yes, both bad.
crying.
If I had to choose between the vaginas and vaginas, I guess I'll go for vagina.
I'm not very good at coming up with things.
I'm very good at coming up.
I just went for the full opposite. Made yourself laugh there. You proud?
Yes, I am. The chat got it. Right, that's my game. One of them. Jazz.
Yeah. So I know we're pressed on time. So this
No, we're
game's
not.
gonna go a little bit quicker, or not quicker, but it's not a long game. It just involves pictures, and I've prepared pictures I'm gonna have to share my screen for this.
Okay.
So I have to select the right monitor. My game is called do you see it? Does it pop up?
Yep.
Who's that motherfucker?
Yay!
I'm gonna show you a picture just like the famous Pokemon thing, and you're gonna have to tell me who it is. It's related to a video game character in a way. I felt like it was too easy, so I threw in some tricksters in there.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So you ready?
Tricksters.
Tricksters. Number 1.
Parker. Joe.
Enrico?
Joe.
Are you guessing Enrico? It's Parker.
Yeah.
I won't ask you for first and last name because I can't even. Linguini is what I wrote, but that's not his name. So Parker
Parker
Linguini
Lasagna.
from Resident Evil Revelations. Number 2.
Leon and Claire.
Yeah.
Leon and Claire. It's Pikachu. Good job. Number 3. There's 10.
Oh,
of these, by the way.
Chuck Green.
Alec.
Yeah, it looks like Dead Rising. Yeah.
Chuck Green it is. Yeah, Capcom motherfuckers.
Wait, should we be giving the viewers a chance, or should we just go for it?
No one's watching this shit anyway.
Oh wow!
Come on, Michael. Who's
Got
that
this.
motherfucker?
I know.
Is that Ethan? No.
I thought Ethan just looked like hands.
Oh, Alan Wake.
Sean says Alan Wake.
I say Tina Turner.
Okay.
Wow.
Alex says Tina Turner. It's wrong. And Michael says Alan Wake. And we can't wait forever for everybody. So it's
Forever.
Alan Wake. Alan Wake forever. Good.
The gun kind of threw me off because it's like a
I
magnum.
know.
I
I might have altered some of these, so
Ooh.
get ready.
That's
Number
Tina Turner.
Number 5.
Uh,
Sorry, Sasha. I'll go a little bit slower so the chat can guess. Who's that motherfucker?
Who the fuck is that? I don't know who
Hit
that
those.
is.
We do
Wednesday
hate those.
Adams.
Wednesday Adams. Okay, Sean says Wednesday Adams. Alec has not answered.
Wait, I'm gonna say Aerith. What is it? Grosenberg? What the fuck is her
I don't-
last name?
Just tell me what game it's from because I don't know.
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, 7.
I'm gonna say it's.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think Michael has it.
I think it's
Michael
Man
says-
Spider.
Carla, Jill, Aya. Does he mean Ada?
No, Aya.
Aya from Parasite Eve. And who'd you say? Sorry, Alec.
I can't even remember. So no matter.
Oh, it's Aya.
Nice.
Good job, Michael.
It looked like a little girl.
It also looks a little bit like
Hey,
Ada,
little girl.
so that's kind of funny. Number 6,
It's a picture of me.
Santa Claus from Fortnite.
That looks
from Call of
familiar.
Duty.
No.
Chief Irons. No.
He's
Claire.
been eating a couple extra cheeseburgers.
Just keep in mind that there are tricksters somewhere in these 10 guesses.
I think that's the tank from Left 4 Dead.
Alex
Not the
says tank.
The fat thing. The what's it called?
The fat thing.
The
The
fat
fat
thing.
thing.
The boomer.
Yeah, that's it.
Alex says boomer. Over
It
here in
looks
the other corner.
familiar to me, but I can't. Yeah, I was kind of thinking
Michael
Bob
says
too.
Bob from Tekken.
Yeah,
Sasha says
Bob
one
makes
of the
sense.
Whoppers from Rari 6. And what'd you say, Sean?
I'm gonna go with Bob as well.
Bob as well. 3, 2, 1. Boomer!
Damn it.
Yeah.
I was
Blah.
gonna
I know
put the
my
barf
fat
too, but I was
guys.
gonna I'll give it away. Number 7.
Clicker from Last of Us.
Sean says clicker.
Lara Croft.
Lara Clicker.
Alex says Lara clicker. And the chat's being real slow.
Come on, guys. This is live. Come on.
I think we'll go to number 8. It's a clicker. I clicked too fast. Good job, Sean.
Good.
And not
Thanks.
Alec, because you said Lara clicker. Number 8.
God damn it. How dare you?
Number 8.
It's
Lady-
Lady Big Tits.
Lady Demetresque the hoe.
Lady Big Tits, Lady Demetress the hoe. I can never remember her name. Chat, you got 10, 9, 8, 7 fingers.
7.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Juan.
Juan?
It's Lady
both-
Big Tits.
Sasha said Lady Dimisrectu. You're all wrong.
What?
It's Cruella de Vil with Lady
Oh,
whatever's
how
hat.
dare you?
Woo, you. I was so proud of that one. I wrote Lady Dimistruku's hat, so I didn't remember her name. Number 9. Wait, what? Number 9? There we go.
Sherry Birkin.
National Security. Sean says Sherry.
I'm gonna say it's the prince from Vampire Night.
Okay.
I don't even think she knows what that is, Alec.
Doesn't matter. I just Googled shit. You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Sans? Who's Sans?
Snake.
Sans. Well, that person said Sans. Reveal? You're both wrong. It's Jill.
Damn.
Jill.
What the
Alternative
hell?
costumes. It's it's an alternate costume. And yep. And number 10. This is the final one.
It's Wesker if
It looks like
he was a
Ada
woman.
Wesker.
Yeah.
She Ada Wesker.
Who ate a Wesker?
Exactly.
Who Ada Wesker?
What?
She ain't a Wesker.
I don't know what you did to that image, but it's confusing me. I'm gonna say Ada. Ada Wang.
Ada Wang.
I'm gonna say it's Anna from Tekken.
That's a good
No.
guess too.
Does anybody in the chat want to guess for this one? This is the final one. Michael says Ada. Anyone else? You
Ada
get 10
Wait.
seconds. 9, 8. What was your guess again, Sean?
Ada.
Ada.
Chris Red. Wow. Chris Redfield. Words.
I'm gonna change my guess. It's a picture of Sean Clark.
I almost.
Oh yeah.
I came real close to putting one. I think everyone is wrong, sort
Damn it.
of,
Carla.
except for Sasha.
Carla Wong.
Sasha is correct because it's Ada Wesker.
I
Okay.
said
For
that.
fuck's sake.
Let me
I
change your
fucking
vote.
said that.
You change your vote.
You
It works
God
too.
damn it.
Nah,
That was
nobody
a good
wins
one.
anything. Nobody loses anything. I was proud of this one until I did the Cruella de Vil one. I just cropped her shirt a little bit and gave her the hat. And I was like, that's perfect. Yeah. So that was Who's That Motherfucker? And I have all these pictures saved so that I can go back and do it again at some point.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Who's that motherfucker? That was fun.
Good job,
That was
everybody. Good
Great
job.
5 minutes of our lives.
All
It was
right,
good.
we got to wrap things up, but we do have time to do read your comments. We'll read one, maybe two comments, and then
I've pretty wrapped it
got
up.
the- wow, how'd you fit a comment in there?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Alex gift from last Christmas is still under my tree.
Okay, so read your old comments. Okay.
When's episode 13?
There's new
coming out?
ones. We have new ones.
Yeah, we've been reading them as people have been typing. So this one's from Chuckles, from Duel episode 13. I've been watching for about 10 years, I'd say. I was about 15 years old when I first saw RE4 Days of Our Lives. Can still honestly say this is the funniest series I've seen on YouTube. Can't wait for the continuation. The production quality has improved exponentially over time. Thank you for the hilarious entertainment. Question 1. When you first started making Duel, did you think you'd still be doing it 15 years later?
Of course. No, of course not. I thought, well, initially it was supposed to be one video and that was going to be it. I made that video for a specific purpose. It was for that. I think I talked about this. It was for that contest on Capcom City, I think is what it was called. That promotional website where, Capcom gives prizes away to people that, participate in doing challenges and contests and things like that. And one of the videos, or one of the contests, was to make a soap opera themed or a TV show themed Capcom related, like, sitcom or show or something. I don't remember the details, but anyways, I was really inspired by Machinima because Machinima was a brand new concept. Nobody had made any Machinima yet. It was just an
Machinima.com.
idea. No, they didn't exist. It was just like, hey, Machinima, it's a new way to make content, and nobody had made any before. And I was like, oh shit, I love the idea of that. I'm going to implement that into my submission to Capcom City. And it was just supposed to be like a one-off, like, oh, I'm just going to make this video for this one thing. But I enjoyed it so much that I just decided to keep it going. So no, I did not expect to be doing it all these years later. Not at all.
Okay, let's move on to question 2. How does it feel to finally complete Duel Season 1?
So good. Well, it's bittersweet. Like, it's amazing to finally get through it, after all this time and all these delays and all the struggles that I had to endure trying to get the voice cast back, and all these gaps of time in between episodes was very stressful and frustrating. So, it was nice to finally get to the point where I completed it, but also really sad, big big piece of my life that I had going on for a long, long time. To see it end is a little sad, but I'm very proud of how it ended. And like that comment, you can see the growth, from episode 1 to episode 13, and it's just kind of a big part of the Ward and me as a creator, and, growing through that project. So it's bittersweet, but it's good.
Okay. Next comment is from Top Bird. I think I was in middle school when I first saw this series. Never lost interest even up to this moment. Thank you for finishing it. Question 1. How hard is it to maintain interest in a project for not only yourself but for your fans?
That's a good question. Depends on the project, really. Like, sometimes it comes really naturally, and, you're just kinda driven to do it. Other times, it's a fucking nightmare that has a lot of problems, and your computer dies, and you're struggling to get things done, and there's points where you don't wanna work on it at all. You just, like, the last thing in the world you wanna do is sit down and fucking edit sound effects for 4 hours. But, it just kinda depends on the project. Initially, as long as it goes smoothly, it's always a pleasure to do it. I love the writing. I don't mind capturing the video. Editing's kinda hit or miss depending on what I'm doing. I really liked editing episode 13 because I did so many different things with that one. Like, I took a lot of creative liberties with that one, so that was just kinda discovering new ways to do things was just a really fun experience. So, putting together that particular episode was great, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't hard to do the editing process, but, it's just the voice actors and the delays and all that kinda stuff. That's why it took so long to get it out. But, normally it's fun. It's not a terrible thing to do. Wait, I lied. There is one
Wha
machinima that I don't like doing, and it's Umbrella Corps. Umbrella Co-op, and it's not because of the actual machinima itself. I like doing that machinima. It's just the process. It's fun to record live with you guys. I like that element, but the editing for that is so terrible. Like, having to go in and frame by frame put in those, like, cards that go above their heads and all that shit. That's one of the worst things to edit for that I've ever had to do. So again, it depends on what it is that I'm putting together, whether it's, enjoyable or not.
Okay. Question 2. This will be the last bit. There has been a lot of comments about how your videos got people through school, puberty, middle age, midlife crisis.
You got me through middle age.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
How does it feel to hear that you pretty much influence a generation?
Amazing, humbling, unexpected. You never set out to impact people in that way, especially when you're making comedy. You're just trying to entertain yourself and entertain the people watching. You never count on changing somebody's lives, or, you know, fixing a shitty day, but hearing that is amazing. Affecting people's lives in a positive way is always something that inspires me, to continue to do what I do, and continue to stay
What I do.
motivated and enjoy it. Like, it's great to impact people in a positive way, so it's amazing.
Okay. Well, that was my read your comments. I'm reducing them down a little bit because, we kind of do a bit too much. And sometimes we end up saying the same shit, but,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, but then sometimes we say the same shit, so
Yeah.
But
Shit.
also, from time to time, we're known to say the same shit.
Also, hi, Danielle Wolf. Yeah,
Oh,
Danielle Wolf is
hello.
here.
Hello.
Isn't this video amazing?
Wow.
It was great. Everybody's talking like Brandon.
Hello, I am Brandon.
Me too.
Do we
No.
want to quickly read this lot just before?
Yeah, we got some thingies. Let's see.
Hi.
Hello. All right, so Michael, question: where's episode 1 of season 2 coming out?
Get fucked.
You
Never.
fucker! Never. That's when.
When you're dead.
When you go fuck yourself. That's when. What else?
Wow.
I've already talked about this. Like I've already explained. I'm going to be doing season 2 a little bit differently, where I want to I don't know if it'll pan out the way that I hope it will because it's going to be time consuming, but I want to record everything together. I want to do all the writing together, and I want to record everything at once, one shot, the entire game, cut it up into episodes, and then distribute that. But that's going to take a lot of work and a lot of time. So I have no time frame to give you, other than hopefully soon. But
check back in 15 years.
Yeah, but the good news is
When you hit puberty.
when you finally see that episode 1 post, know that episode 2 and 3 and 4 and so on are all already done, and you can count on those consistently coming out, from week to week. So it'll be nice.
Sean's gonna make it rain duel.
With piss.
Sasha says, well, hopefully this comment comes in before it ends. I hope you guys stay safe and well, and I hope I can make it next time you guys go. Yeah, we hope you can make it as well. It was a lot of fun. This is kind of a long time coming. We did it once, I think, before this. We did a live episode out of the blue. But that was kind of the intention all along, was to eventually transition into a live show. But it's been a process. But yeah, that's the goal going forward, to do these live, be more interactive with you guys. It's a lot of fun. But yeah,
you guys like the live?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat if you guys like the live format of the show. More fuckery.
Sean.
Hello.
I went the whole thing without eating, and Beth just brought me pizza right as
God
we're
damn
wrapping
it,
up.
Beth.
So I get to eat on the. Thank you, Beth. You made Sean mad.
Wow. Takizawa says, when's Dual Remake? Dual Remake is
Never.
probably a ways away as well. That one I'm going to do probably piece by piece, just because it's going to be remakes of existing content, so I can do those more kind of like one-off. I don't need to do them all at once. So those will kind of be peppered in between probably like season 2 of Duel. But that is definitely on the forefront of projects that I want to get done immediately. It's long overdue, so it's definitely a priority to get the remake done. It's season 2 and the remake are my biggest priorities. Michael says, will you do more stream in the future on the channel, like streaming a game, Wardcast, and other stuff?
I hope so.
Yes. Again, that is the goal.
Yes.
I want to yes. I want to stream the Survive This and the Ward plays, and I don't know, maybe we'll just do kind of like a hangout, maybe not necessarily the podcast, but we'll just kind of hang out with some of you guys sometimes and talk and bullshit and whatnot. That'd be fun. And then the podcast will be live as well. So yeah, lots of plans to do live content. We're probably going to eventually stream on multiple platforms as well. We'll stream on YouTube as well as Twitch. I just got to get all that worked out. Streaming is new to me. I got to learn.
I'm new to the internet.
Yeah, I've never interwebbed.
It'll be on OnlyFans next week, guys.
Danielle Wolf says, will we see more parody like Revelations 4? Did we do a Revelations 4? Is that a game?
You mean episode 4?
Oh, episode 4. That makes more sense. I don't know, Jazz. Are we?
How's that pizza? Has it got mushrooms on it?
It does. It's a Canadian. Yes. Yes, you will.
Good answer.
Yeah. Yep, it's in the
And
word.
I guess that's kind of like a multifaceted question.
Don't be sorry.
Because yes, Revelations will continue even if I have to murder Jazz and take it over myself.
Yep.
Who's gonna voice Jill?
Me.
Wow. It's harder than you guys think.
But
You have to
also
think like a
parodies,
sandwich,
parodies like Revelations. I don't know if you mean just parodies in general, like Unjustice and the New Adventures of Old Mega Man and stuff like that. But yes, I do want to do new machinimas, and I want to continue the other machinimas like those two that I just mentioned. So yeah, I do continue to make new projects and more machinima.
Continue to continue. This is
Continue to
actually a
continue
great time
continuing.
to show a poster I made for the new series I plan on doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is the debut picture of my new upcoming series. Obviously with Horizon Zero Dawn. It's called The Mountain Kid. It's the adventures of Shitfuck, the Nora Outcast. I've already kind of started getting footage together, getting some script together. Episode 1's in the making, so soon I'm going to be casting for it. But this is the new series that is going to tag along with the renovations.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop sharing. Nobody look.
There we go. Nobody look.
Nobody look. Shit fuck. the Nora.
Sasha says, "Oh, by the way, what was the link to the store again?"
I
You
put
can
it
just
in the
go.
chat.
Oh, there you go. You can go there.
Somewhere.
d-ward.com. And I think if you want to go right to the store, I think it's just /shop or
never mind.
/store.
Apparently it didn't go through.
It's one of the two. But either way, you can navigate there if you go to the-ward.com and just go to store.
Go to store.
Get some merch.
Do it.
Merch.
New merch is coming soon. Keep that in mind. All right, that's all the questions. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. It was a good time. Look forward to hopefully seeing you guys all on the next episode. This has been episode 145. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content that we make here at the Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us through Patreon to get exclusive content, or you can buy our merchandise like t-shirts and hats and more on the store like we just talked about at the-ward.com.
/store.
Yes, there it is. I put the link in the details. Look at me go. It is shop, the-ward.com /shop. Have a great week, everybody. And
Merry Christmas.
Next time. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I forgot. This is the fucking last episode. This is the last podcast before Christmas. Or no, we got one more.
And
right?
then the next
It'll
one
be
that
on
uploads,
Christmas Day.
The next one that uploads
good.
is also going to be Christmas, but from last year.
Are we doing a Christmas one? Are you guys going to be
Yeah,
around?
why not?
All right, cool.
Not on Christmas
Join
Day,
us.
but yeah.
Maybe we can do it earlier, like Friday.
If we do it the Sunday, I'm down. Friday's Die Hard Day. Sorry.
How dare you? Anyways,
how dare I?
We'll do a Christmas episode before the Christmas. I was gonna say before the weekend, but I don't know what the fuck
Christmas is the weekend.
Well, I know that's why I got confused.
We'll see you guys.
Yeah,
Merry
we'll do a
Christmas.
Christmas episode. Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year.
If you don't come to the next one, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa. Bye.
What?
Teleportation.
Bye.
Teleportation, goodbye.